Xu Erwen.
Before I start, I would like to recognize some of my team. My Deputy Consul General Li, Deputy Consul General Jiang, and Commercial Counselor Chao, my Science and Technology Counselor Yao, and my Education Counselor Zhang. Honorable Mayor Parker, Honorable Congresswoman Julia Iddeson Library, Honorable Director Diaz, Dr. Xu, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. It's really my great honor and pleasure to be here this morning to witness the historic announcement of nonstop flight between Beijing and Houston by Air China. I'm so proud to be the first Chinese Consul General to see the dreams of many finally coming true. Here, I would like to extend my deep appreciations to all the leaders and the friends, including the elected officials and civic leaders, and the Senator Conning, and former Senator Hutchinson, Congresswoman Julia Iddeson Library, Congressman Green, Congressman Awesome, and Congressman Green, and all others, and Governor Perry for their great efforts to make this long direct flight possible. I want to particularly thank Honorable Mayor Parker for her leadership and support to build the strong relations with China. And my special thanks would go to Director Diaz and his excellent team from the Houston airport system. They have been to China many times to push for the direct flight. And I also want to thank Dr. Zhi Hang and and the other leaders of Air China for the great vision and courage. I feel so blessed to become the 12th Chinese Consul General in Houston. Houston is not only the energy, medical, airspace center of the world, but a very important city, which played a very historic role in U.S.-China relations. 34 years ago, just 27 days after the establishment of diplomatic relations between China and the United States, China's late national leader, Mr. Deng Xiaoping, paid his very first visit to the United States, during which he came to Houston as his second stop, just after Washington, D.C. The photo in which he wears a cowboy hat on in a rodeo show has sent a clear and strong message to the whole world that China and the United States can be and will be friends. In that same year, China picked up Houston to set up its first consulate. This consulate covers 8,000 states of the United States and one independent territory. Over the past more than 3 decades, China-US relations has forged ahead, has become one of the most important, most dynamic relationships in the world. The two countries now are each other country's second largest trading partner. Houston's economic and trade, cultural, educational ties with China have been growing very fast. The Houston trade with China reached $11.9 billion in the year 2011. More than 838 companies are reported to have business and trade ties with China in Houston. And more than 500 companies have set up 2,800 subsidiaries throughout China. More and more Chinese companies are coming here to Houston to invest, to generate jobs for Houston. And more students coming here to study. And also a very popular basketball star, Yao Ming, stayed here for many years. Now he's still working very hard to promote Houston in China and throughout the world. In general, it's fair to say that we are faced with tremendous opportunities for further development of our cooperations between Houston and China, between southern part of the United States, between China and the United States. So just before I came here to assume my office as Consul General, I was shocked to learn that there is no nonstop flight between Houston and Beijing. And this is the only one of the 5 cities hosting Chinese consulates that doesn't have non-stop flight, just connecting Beijing and Houston and the southern part of China, United States. So ever since then, pushing for the non-stop flight become the strongest aspirations of many like-minded people. So while there is a will, there is a way. So with a joint efforts by both sides, now we can sign with relief that the dream has finally come true. I believe this is a dream shared by local communities, by business communities, by the commuters, by educationists, by artists, by our about 300,000 Chinese communities in the Greater Houston area. So, ladies and gentlemen, non-stop flight will undoubtedly shorten the journey between Houston and Beijing, and I'm sure what is more important, this will add another window of cooperations between Houston and China, between our 2 great nations. I stand ready to work together with you in the common pursuit of more tangible benefits for our 2 great nations and 2 peoples. Thank you.